Okay, there we go. All right, everybody. Welcome to our vacation travel presentation. My name is Leslie J. Derenoncourt, International Executive. I'm about to, over the next 15 to 20 minutes, share with you a wonderful opportunity. I happen to be doing this webinar from Club Med, and I wish I could show you outside my windows the beautiful uh, lake, I guess, or bay or whatever we're at here at Point St. Lucie. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's a very sunny day, but it's very windy. So I think it reflects the weather that's going on up north. So, but let's kind of talk about vacation travel. First of all, I have come to this industry about 90 days ago of travel, and I come from a corporate background, and most of you know me. I spent 30 plus years in Wall Street and went on to be a CFO of a distribution company that grew pretty quickly. Actually got sold and went into the public market. So I certainly understand the cash payday because I helped three owners who owned that company. When I got to the company, it was worth about 2 million, struggling company to being sold at the height of its a 5 year run that was truly amazing, making the most money they have ever seen before, and sold the company at the optimal top and walked away with $85 million. So I see what stock options and stock at can mean to an individual and to a business owner who sacrificed and built their business over the years of hard sweat and blood. And that's why I could appreciate the owner who sat down with us today and talked about our company and vacation travel. So I'm excited. I'm just going to go through the presentation and to share some information. You were here to talk about travel. So if I were to share with you, if money and time were not an issue, where would you go? See, most people want to travel, but the reason they don't travel is they probably don't have enough money sometimes, or they don't have the time. If you have money and time, absolutely most of you would travel. So that's what the statistics tell us. Would you go to Magic Kingdom, Disney? If you have kids, that's absolutely top on the list. How about Dubai? Amazing places that you could travel as a as a as a at inside prices, a fraction of the dollar. Call it discounts, whatever you want. It's amazing. And of course, Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Who doesn't like going to Vegas? Or the French Alps. Some people love to ski. I'm not a big skier, but let me tell you, I'm a big person in sitting in a beautiful chalet by the fireplace with a nice glass of wine. So, you know what? It just makes sense. Travel makes sense. We're talking a huge industry. As a financial person, if you can sit down with me, and I've reviewed probably thousands, if not millions, of business plans. And when you sat down in front of me, I always looked at what's the potential marketplace. If it has to, risk. It's a risk reward business, right? So yeah, for the amount of risk you take on, you want to make sure that the potential to do your business has enough rewards or revenues or income for you and your family. Now, huge industries by most standards. We're in the playoffs right now with the NFL. It's a $10 billion industry. We're just coming off Star Wars. That's gonna get to a huge state. That was, that movie business is 11 billion, and music is 17 billion. Now, the only thing about the movies and the music is they've certainly went through a transformation and digitalization of their business. Who's buying it and how people buy the content. Well, we simply are in the direct sales industry, and we've partnered two of the fastest growing industries that you can think of: direct sales and the travel industry. Now, direct sales simply sharing information with somebody you know, and I'm going to talk about sharing important because everyone likes to travel. So why not get paid on it, right? If you can recommend somebody travel or help them book a travel, guess what? You get paid. They have a good experience. Okay, that's how it works. And you're talking about travel being an $8 trillion industry that's going to grow to 15 trillion. The number one research word on the internet is travel between 9 to 5. And then because of the baby boomer phenomenon, if you guys read about the baby boomers, every industry they've gone through has changed that industry. It has put so much wealth in the industry because 20% of the population was born during the baby boomer period. And over the next 20 years, every 20 seconds they're going to retire. So what do you think someone who's developed some money, who's worked long hours or worked a long time in life, they finally get a little time and have a little bit of money. What do you think they're going to do? First thing they want to do is travel the world. So almost everyone you know is traveling and wants to travel. We have partnered Paycation Travel, along with the host travel agency Extreme Travel. Extreme Travel has a 14-year-old licensed and bonded global travel company in Texas, right? And Paycation Travel is the marketing arm they started 2 years ago to market through direct sales. Okay? And simply, it's just really reaching our what we call our warm market, family, friends, and people we know. See, Vacation Travel works closely with Extreme Travel. Extreme Travel had over $100 million of travel bookings last year. Lots of customers. And what it allows us to do is to leverage that agency that they spent 14 years to build and millions of dollars. Relationship with all the major vendors like Funjet, Carnival, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, and Princess Cruise. Matter of fact, and Disney. Matter of fact, Carnival said we were the number one booker of group cruises as an agency through Extreme Travel. That's an honorary distinction, meaning they're loving us. We book a lot of deals with them. Okay, so now what does it mean for you on here? Why are you on here? Because simply what Extreme Travel did, just like they saw the music industry was doing and the technology companies like the telecom just had to change as it went digital, they now know that the way to go forward is the virtual travel agent. It's the person who works from home by their computer through internet. And that's what we're doing. We're leading the industry in travel training, travel technology, and travel opportunities for you with a fully certified travel consultant leveraging Extreme Travel. Then you got David Manning, who I just left. He just hosted a leadership retreat, and I'm telling you, amazing, amazing. He provided opportunity for leadership. I mean, he has 25 plus years. He's a compensation guru, and I'll share with you why as I go through the compensation plan, why I think he's a guru. Mark Campese did outstanding training today, once again, as the president. Savvy networker to support us leaders in building our business. And Lori Spears, 30 plus years in travel, collectively close to 75 plus years of leadership. Now, if you're not paying attention, or if you're a guest, or if you're watching a recording of this later on, because I am recording it, I want you to know that you better pay attention. Because right now, based on Robert Laura, he's a Forbes magazine, a writer, or he wrote an article for Forbes magazine. It was in this particular issue, but you can Google Robert Laura network marketing, and he wrote that he believed that the entire network marketing industry is poised for explosive growth and can be one of the most significant solutions to American current retirement savings crisis. There is a retirement crisis right now. 69% of people in America cannot retire at 69 without government or financial assistance from their family. 69%. So what happens when you don't have enough money? You have to work longer. You're no longer retiring at 65 and enjoying the later stages of life. You're working. I want you to think right now, honestly, who's hiring 65 and older? You guys know. Why it's so powerful is Robert Laura has nothing to do with network marketing industry. He's an investment advisor. So it's very powerful to read that. I would go read that if I were you. And of course, what do we get? Well, we get a travel site here. It looks like this right here, right? The picture there. We get 65 to 75% of all commissions booked on travel. Okay, we partner with Priceline. It's powered by Priceline. Matter of fact, they have 500 affiliates, and we are the second highest producing booker of travel of their affiliates. The second highest individual. And our website will be labeled to you. And we work with over 145,000 hotels. We have the same pricing as Expedia, Travelocity, Kayak, AAA, all these companies. So if we have the same pricing on these same websites, and your friends and family and people you work with or know that they can go on your site and get just as good a price to travel or better, why wouldn't they travel with you? See, the biggest difference is you get paid a commission versus some Expedia person that you don't even know. Why wouldn't they support you? Because people are going to travel anyway. And then on top of that, we can market concert tickets, theater tickets, sporting events. Right now, you can put together a Super Bowl party, a Super Bowl trip, and actually get the tickets. And we get commission. So good stuff. Then we have the Vacation Travel Club. See, here's why one of the reasons I'm enjoying this is I love to travel, and I realized how I didn't do enough traveling because I always had too much excuses, too much working at the job, not enough money this year because we have to do other things. Imagine if you can now access some of the best properties around the world at a fraction of the price, like resorts that you see here at Cozumel or Jamaica, all inclusive for $302 for 3 days, and Jamaica for $320 for 3 days, all inclusive. Where can you get a property at $100 a day at a beautiful resort? It's unheard of. It's a great, great way. So we just simply travel as an insider. And so some of these other deals we have, we have over, I believe, 4,500 properties. We do all kinds of things that we kind of access. And you know what? You're talking significant savings when we access these condos and resorts through the vacation club. So I love traveling as an insider. It simply means I get a better price. Last year they went to here's a good example, Barcelona Maya, $499 for 5 days, 4 nights, all inclusive resort. Come on. Peak season? You can't get any better than this. Now, this is the marketing website. Then now today, this weekend, we released the Plus store. It's going to be available to the public and everyone sometime early February. We can get paid on energy, to regulate energy in whatever markets to regulate it. We get paid on healthcare, telemedicine. We get paid on some wellness products. We get paid on entertainment, dish, direct to feed, cable TV, internet, security system, ADT. We have financial services, business loans. You can refinance your student loans. You can refinance your mortgage. All that, you refer someone in there, or you access the store, and you can get a discount, or you're going to get commission, residual commission paid into you. So this is a game changer. It's simply when you combine the Vacation plus the travel with simply the perfect business model. Open 24/7, ownership and flexibility, no employees, no quotas, no inventory, no headaches, and of course multiple streams of income from many services and products that sometimes go on for years. So you have no experience needed to get started with us. We have a system to support you and train you. We have ongoing training and support, and I'm just excited. If you're a prospect, if you're new partner coming on board, you understand the excitement that we have for this business. Now, how do you get started? Simply two positions, but really it's one. Right now, to be a certified travel consultant, the top position is not $149, it's $99. So we're giving you a discount of $50 today because I like you. No. Actually, we give you a $50 discount because of the month of January, coming off the best month of the year in December, which is notoriously slow in our industry, but we had the best month in December of our year. So we're excited. So we're going to leave $99 there for you to get involved in this opportunity. You have to pay a $69.95 monthly subscription, but I'll share with you why that shouldn't be a big issue. Extreme Travel Certified. It means you get to work with, leverage all the vendors they have. I have some travel agents who are in the business with me, and it took them a year plus and almost $10,000 to be fully certified as a travel agent. You get to do it for $99 and $69.95 a month. Truly value, if you ask me. And they have the ability to book directly with the vendors. You get up to 75% of the travel commissions. You can book group trips. Like one of my partners started a business. Guess what? He hasn't recruited that many people, but he doesn't care. He hasn't signed up many travel agents. He doesn't care because he booked a cruise for 40 people, 20 cabins, $4,000 commission that's going to be paid to him in the summer when a cruise is taken. We get to leverage the top industry credentials. We get to travel as an insider. To me, value, value, value. And of course, by owning your home-based business, you got the tax benefits of being a home-based business, which saves an average family about $3,000 to $4,000 a year. Because you now can write off expenses you cannot write off, like your trips, like this very phone you're on, cell phone on, or your computer you're watching, or the internet you're on. We could write all that off because we're gonna get paid on it, and we also gonna use it to run our business. I'm excited. All right, vacation travel compensation plan is optional and is not a solicitation to participate exclusively in a team building or recruiting. So simply saying, if you want to just start travel agencies, start up a travel agency, book travel, be happy. We're cool with that. If you want to build an organization of many travel agencies that that can have opportunity to leverage your network, then obviously why not do that? But it's up to you. Any reference to potential income is not a guarantee, and any income earned will be a product of business owners' efforts and hard work. Now, let's really quickly go. We're selling travel. It's simple, straightforward. That's what we do. We now get customers, not only in the travel industry, but now the essential services. How many of you would like to get paid every time you turn on your lights or heat your stove? How many of you would like to get paid when you turn on the microwave? How many of you would like to get paid when you come into your house and you disable your alarm to protect your family? How many of you would like to get paid every time you get sick and you have to call a doctor instead of going visit a doctor? How many of you would like to could I go on and on? Absolutely. And this is all income flowing into your family. Now, we get paid 20 different ways, but we're going to talk about a few ways here. One is the direct sales commission. Every time a consultant starts your business, you get $50. So when Barbara joins, it's $50. When Ron joins, it's $50. When Nancy joins, $50. No limit to how many people you personally enroll. Okay? So that's nice to be able to make that money. Now, after the second person, something magical happens. You get a raise because we now get a coded bonus once you get to your third person. Somebody's thinking, wow, I got a raise. Yeah. So if you look at these amounts right here, this is how I want you to think. You got 3 people coming to your business as travel agents. They get certified. They can now book travel, get 75% commission. They can travel as an insider, get some great rates to travel, right? And they could now enroll people as well. That's $170 you make. Now, when you're coded, that Nancy and anybody in her organization will now be coded to you. So every time they generate some more income, and remember, you can do this to infinity, right? So third and on is the extra $20. So you have the $50 direct sale commission and the $20 coded bonus to you. But here's our favorite. This is where leveraging comes in. This is the wealth principle that J. Paul Getty said that he appreciates. Because when Nancy signs her first 2 people, you get $20 as a coded bonus. See, Nancy gets the $50, but you get what? The $20. And the first 2, $20 for those 2 people. And the first 2. So everybody's first 2 in that leg of Nancy gets what? $20. So you get extra money. So think about how many, and this is down to affinity. So if Nancy builds a big team, that's a lot of $20. They add up. Now, the first 2 people, you don't get the coded bonus. You say, well, what about them? Well, the company gives us 150% check match. Now, here's the brilliance of the comp plan. Because Barbara and Kim you must work with Barbara and Kim to help build the organization and get to their third person to generate a coded bonus for them of 20. If you do that, you get 150% check match. Is that amazing? $30 for every $20 they get. So what are you going to do? You're going to produce more checks for Barbara and Kim. And the same thing for Nancy and Mike, because they're going to be 100% coded match to them after their third person. So you're helping people build to 3. I love that. And you get a check match. So check matching and direct sales commission are 2 ways we get paid. But we also get paid 6 streams of residual income. We have residual codes, 100% personal sponsor coded residuals. We got business building bonuses, and we have the 3x7 matrix. It's now the 4x7 matrix. We have 10% match on people building the matrix. So let me talk about the matrix. First, let me explain it here. And we actually went to a 4x7, but the concept of 3x7 is here to help you understand. So what it is a force matrix that pays out the residual. The $69.95 goes into this matrix and it pays out based on this chart. The first level, the company pays $2 for everyone in that level. Now it's a force matrix. That means you could only have 3 people. So everyone has a matrix. So I have a matrix, but I've personally enrolled 30 people. So if I have a force matrix, that means my first level is 3. My 27 people go under the 3 into their matrix. And then under the 9 until it fills out. So as I sign people, and the people I sign people, they will start to flow in everyone's matrix. So your matrix is full by not only your production, by the individuals above you who sponsored you. And since we put 400 people in 120 days. I think I think that that's a pretty good clip. That's about 100 people a month. That means a lot of you have a potential to get flow into your matrix. Now, the second level, you get $6. Third level, 2. And the fourth level, this weekend, we got a raise. It's now $3, not 2. David Manning just decided to change it. That's a raise. I don't know how many times I'm saying raise in this presentation, right? I know your jobs, you're not getting that kind of raise that often. Hey, you know what? We're having such a great year. We're going to have more raises this year. Just think about that. Fifth level, $8. Sixth level, $8, and seventh levels. Now, I'm going to focus on a true actual matrix by 4. Now, I want you to think this, and I want people to put in perspective. The average networker per direct sales organization signs up 2.7 people. They recruit about 3 people. That's the average networker who comes into this recruits 3 people. If that's the case, if that's the case, if everybody's average, you will start to fill your matrix. Just help everybody be average. So here's the deal. Here's how simple this is. If now we have a 4x7 matrix, so look at the numbers. It's quite different, right? And remember, add that $3 to this fourth level, and look, we got a instead of $2 times 256 is now 256 times $3. So we got a $256 raise in this matrix. That's amazing. Now, I love it. I just got a little piece of nugget from somebody at the conference. That's why you got to go to all company conferences. You learn so much. He said, get four. So it's a little bit one more above average. Okay, get 4, and you help your 4 get 4, and you won't have to pay the $69.95. So if you do the numbers, if you have the first 2 levels, it covers the 69. The company will take the 69 out of that money, and you never see a bill. Wow. So get 4 and help their 4 get 4. So get, a little bit average and help everybody be a little bit above average. That's how I think about it. And look at the money at the rest of the matrix. Now, here's the thing. You only need 1 person to open the first 4 levels of your matrix, 3 people to open the 5th level, 6 individuals to join your business to open up the 6th level, and 10 people to open up the 7th level. So here's the chart. Here's what happens. When you get that 1 person, you're a CTC. When you get the 3 people, you're an executive. And now, guess what? With 3 people, remember, it kicks in the coded bonuses. So the check matching begins. And guess what? You're now average. And regional, you're above average. You got 6 people, and you start to get personal matches. It means if I have a residual of $500, then you get 10% of, if you personally enroll me, if you are a regional. So that means you'd get $50 on my residual. I get $500, you get $50. May not seem much, but if you have many people in your organization and they're all making residual income in the matrix, you would be getting a 10% on that. Then we have 8% also when you go to national executive. That's 10 people in your business. Now, here's where I want everyone to strive for, to be national executive. We're rolling out a company program that's going to have an annual bonus for executives and top producers. It's going to go all the way down to national executive. Truly inspiring. That's an addition to what I'm showing you right here. And then so that's the position where you personally enroll 10 people. Now, when you help 3 people do the same thing in your organization, and you get 15 totally personal sponsors, you now become an international executive. And now you start your month with a $600 lifestyle bonus. It's nice to start out with 600 instead of 0 at the beginning of the month. And then, of course, if you have 3 individuals become international, you become presidential, and you get $1,000 a person. Meanwhile, team bonuses of varying from $5 to $25 kick in starting at the national executive position. Okay, this is diamond. This is where we all aspire to be. I'm about a few people, probably a little bit more than 10 people away from executive diamond, so I'm shooting for that. 1,000 bonus. And then, of course, the regional diamond, up to 500 active members, I get a $2,000 bonus to start my month. Now, remember, you can't have any one leg account for more than 35%. So in the 300, that's 105. So what they want is you want a balanced organization of at least 3 organizations, 3 leaders, 3 legs moving. And the next position to shoot for is national diamond, 1,500. That gives you $5,000 a month bonus. International diamond, 4,000. That gives you $10,000 a month. Today I found out there's 3 international diamonds. There's nobody presidential or above. And there was a handful of national diamonds. What does that mean? Opportunity for all of us on this line, on this call, on this webinar. I'm excited. And these are the monthly bonuses they start the month with. International 10,000, that's 120,000 for the year. Or national diamond is 5,000, that's 60,000 for the year. Just to start your month and your year. You know you're going to get that. That's why we're all running hard. So training support is what you receive to get to do these things. We're serious, and my team and organization knows that. And I know a lot of leaders around the country know this. It's important to support and help people understand. The back office is good, but it's going to get even better and better because they're adding more and more things. We have a marketing department. We have a powerful company behind us. It's amazing. So there's calls that you can tap into to help you build your business. You're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. Your success through the comp plan, you see that your success means our success. So after watching this presentation, if people fall in three categories. Number one, they say, "Listen, Leslie, great presentation, sounds good, or looks good, but I'm not interested. But I do like to travel." So I'm going to ask you, if you were asked on this webinar to go back and say, "You know what? I do like to travel, but this business is not for me." That's cool. So book travel with the person who invited you. Now, number two is you got some questions, but it looks good. Get on the phone with the leadership of the people who put you on here and let them tell you where this thing's going, what the power of this business is about, and answer your questions. But get it from us, the leaders, the ones who are having success. And number three, you're probably sitting there going, "Man, I was never aware. I didn't know we could get paid on travel. I didn't know I could get paid on my lights. I didn't know I could only save money, but make money for my family and change the course of my life. Allow me to retire early. Allow me to enjoy my children on trips where, I could be healthy enough to enjoy it. Be able to help family members when they need it. Be able to sustain a illness in a family and take care of them and not skip a beat as your money goes up, not down." See, residual income is doing something one time and getting paid over and over again. With essential services, we go from one stream of residual income where the income's coming in, which was a $695, to now services that everyone uses. And not only that, when they get on it, most of our services we bring on are services that are 2 years, 3 years, 4 years contracts, or the history of paying these bills, exceed years. See how powerful your income could be. And all these services pay something into the matrix. So your matrix numbers could go from $2 to $4 in the first level, from $6 to $12 in the second level, and from $8 to, I don't know, $16. The potential is immense. And guess what? You're not alone. As an organization, we're going to help you build your business. But we're not going to do it for you. We're going to do it with you. So that's it for today. I'm excited to be able to bring this information for you. So if you are number 3, get started. Okay, get started. Now, for being on this webinar today, I didn't set up, but you will get a travel voucher. So if you're a guest on this webinar, you will get a travel voucher. So ask the person who invited you to send an email to my attention, and I will make sure the travel vouchers get out to you. So with that said, thank you for being on the webinar. I appreciate your being on. And let me tell you, we're in for a ride of a lifetime. This is our opportunity. This is our Google, our Facebook. Okay? This is our opportunity to be great because we are in the early stages of something special, something that could change lives. It not only could change your zip code, the car you drive, but the school that your kids go into. It could change the way you respond to family members in crisis. Imagine the ability to simply say, "No problem, dad, no problem, mom, no problem, cousin, no problem, I got you. I got you." Because money's not an issue. You may have problems, but money and time won't be one of them if you get to the top of this compensation plan. After 9 years in this industry, I could certainly tell you it is very well validated. So I don't make excuses for anyone. I just simply tell you, if you see this as an opportunity, come join us and run hard. And I promise you, your life will never be the same. My name is Leslie J. Derenoncourt, International Executive, and I thank you. I am doing this webinar from Club Med, the only all-inclusive Club Med in the United States. We're sitting here on a window view of the ocean, which is absolutely gorgeous. So I will simply say to you, see you on the beaches of the world and definitely at the bank. This webinar is officially over. Have a great day.